Is you are given xt, you have to express the signals x12, x1t, x2t, x3t, x4t, and x5t in terms of xt using the basic signal operations that we discussed in the class. And one more thing, once you get x1t in terms of xt, then you can use that directly for that x2t and x3t other signals. You don't have to express everything in terms of xt. Can anyone tell me what is the answer of the first part, x1t? How can we write it in terms of xt?
So first we can shift it by 1, shift left by 1, then take its mirror image about y-axis, and then add those two to get x1.
Okay, say again, x1t is?
So xt plus 1 plus x minus t plus 1.
This is x1t and xt is this. This is xt. And first we have to shift it left by 1. So we will get this part. Take the mirror image of this and add to it this one. So the shifting left by 1, that operation is what? X t plus 1 plus what?
X minus t plus 1.
X minus t plus 1. Is it minus t plus 1 or minus t minus 1?
So minus t plus 1.
It is minus t plus 1 because the reflection operation is you have to replace t with minus t. Okay. Now you can try other parts. Please try other part.
Sir, here we are performing operation on independent variable.
Independent variable. Where?
Adding to x. So if that is allowed,
That is also allowed. It is not mentioned that only independent variable. Is it mentioned in the question? No. That is also allowed. No, you are not audible. Please be louder.
Sir, in this case,
Ah.
for t is equal to 0, the value will be.
No, that's what that's why I mentioned in the class itself. Forget about the value of t for the time being. Did I mention that the value of t is 1? That x1 is 1? No. So forget about the discontinuities for the time being. What about x2t? This is x2t. This is x1t. Is it related to x1t? This is, oh sorry, this is xt is what? This is xt.
It will be x1t plus xt plus x of minus t.
x1t. So x1t plus, okay, for getting this, if you add this, you'll get the constant term. So it is x1t plus xt. You will get this positive values of t, and then plus what? x1t.
X of minus
You
t.
take the mirror image of this and add to this, you will get the negative part. So it is x1t plus xt plus x of minus t, isn't it? Is it?
Yes, sir.
And now you can try other part. x3t, x4t, and x5t. Please try that. Now, what is x3t?
So 2 minus x1 t by 2.
Okay, another thing is that these are not unique answers. You can have many different combinations. Okay, so you're saying that x1, x3, this is?
So 2 minus x1 t by 2.
2 minus x1 t by 2. Is it correct?
yes, 2, then we are directly we can put it.
If you are allowed, okay, even if it is allowed, is this correct? This is wrong.
Sir, x1 t by 2 plus x2 t by 2.
X1,
X t by 2 or x2 t by 2.
sorry, X2, you are saying X, say again?
X t by 2 plus x2 t by 2.
X2 t by 2. No, is it xt by 2 is only one side?
So it's also contain x minus
X minus t by 2 should also be there.
X minus t by 2. That is correct. Now tell me what is wrong with this expression? What is this 2 constant means?
For t greater than 2 will be 2.
It is 2 for all the values of t, isn't it? Now if we subtract this value, will you get this or something else? What you will get is this if you use 2. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So this is wrong. If you want to use a constant, can you use this? You want that constant only in this interval, isn't it? 0 to 2 minus 2 only in this interval. So can we use this? So instead of writing 2, can you write 2x, what is this? 2x2 t by 2 minus x1 t by 2? Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
This is correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to be very careful while using this constant term. Constant means its values that constant for all the values of t. Okay, now please try x4t.
So 4 by 3 x1 t by 2 minus 1 by 3 x2 t by 2.
Sorry, just a minute.
So 4 by 3.
Just a minute. Yes. 4 by 3
x1 t by 2
x1 t by 2 minus
minus 1 by 3 x2 t by 2.
x3 t by 2.
x2,
So x2 t by 2.
x2 t by 2, yeah, that constant term. What about x5t?
So x of t plus 1.5 plus x minus t plus 1.5 plus x2 of 2t.
0.5, let me put 0.5 minus 0.5 minus 1.5, 1.5. So this part is x2 2t, isn't it? Is it that? This part?
Yes, sir.
This is x2t. Then what about, okay, let me draw it here. xt is this one, right? This is, sorry, this is xt 0, 1, 1. Now this part, is it this? Shifted version of this? How much shift? This part?
So 1.5.
1.5. So it is x2 2t plus xt plus 3 by 2. Then plus, what about this part? Are they mirror images?
Mirror image, yes.
So plus x minus t plus 3 by 2. Okay. Again, this is not a unique answer. You can have different combinations. For a, is it this? Are you saying this for this A part, this that is x minus 1 minus t plus 3 minus t?
Yes, sir. T greater than 0.
T greater than, is it guaranteed for t greater than 0?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other answer? Okay, it is given that xt is 0 for t less than okay, less than for t less than 0. That means this portion is, this is 0. We don't know about the values for t greater than, oh sorry, this is for t, okay, this interval it is 0. This is 3. Now x 1 minus t is what? You have to shift it. Okay, so let us write it like this. This is saying that this area it is 0. This is 0. So if it is x 1 minus t would be t plus 1, that is shift left by 1 and take the mirror image. So the first part, this for x 1 minus t, this will be 0. It is guaranteed that it is 0. And for the second part, t plus 3 is this, so this one, isn't it? Is it this? Second part? Second part means this one, x3 minus t, it is always 0 for t greater than 0. So is it guaranteed that the sum of these two will be 0 for t greater than 0?
That should be, so for the first part, for t greater than -2, it is guaranteed to be 0 because 1 minus t has to be less than 3.
No, you are saying that 1 minus 2. Okay, so this
1 minus
so 1 minus okay, let me check that. This is 3. So 1 minus t means 1 minus t means first take t plus 1 and then take the mirror image. T plus 1 means you shift it left by 1. That would be something like this. This part will be 0 and you take the mirror image. Oh, sorry. It is this one. Okay, this minus 2. And in this case, it is 0. So, yeah, sum of these two, it is guaranteed that for t greater than 0, it is 0. Okay, now what about the second part?
So all real numbers except 0.
X of 3 minus t plus xt by 2 plus 3.
So it's multiplication, I guess.
Oh, sorry, it is multiplication. Okay, so this is 0 for t greater than this one. This we have already seen. This is 0 for greater than 0. Now what about this part? If this is 0 for some value here, then the product will be 0 for more values, isn't it? Than this t greater than 0. What is t? T plus 3 by t plus 3. Yeah, it is same only. So what is the answer?
So all real numbers except 0. For the second part, for t less than 0, it will be 0 always.
For t less than 0.
Yes, because t by 2
Okay,
plus
wait.
3 should
It
be
is
less
t
than
plus 3, isn't it? T plus 3 means yeah. For all values, it will be 0, is it? Is it?
No, sir, except 0.
And forget about 0 because there is a discontinuity, isn't it? Is it periodic?
Yes, sir.
What is the fundamental period? Omega naught is 4. So it is
Pi by 2.
pi by 4 is pi by 2, isn't it? Remember, we don't have to consider that phase shift for calculating the fundamental period. And what about 5b? Is it a periodic signal?
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes.
what is the fundamental period?
2 pi.
Sorry?
2 pi.
Pi?
2 pi.
2 pi. Is it correct? 2 pi? What is the fundamental period of this? Cos 2t?
Pi.
Pi.
And what about this?
2 pi by
Pi by 3.
Oh, sorry, 2 pi by 3. So the LCM of this is 2 pi, isn't it? So that is the fundamental period. Now what about C? UT is, this is UT.
So that is that the unit step function.
This is the unit step function.
So then not periodic.
It's not periodic because if you multiply cos, this is cos t, isn't it? Cos t is something like this. It is a periodic signal cos t. If you multiply these two, what you get is isn't it? And the negative part, it is 0. This is the signal cos t into ut. So this is not a periodic signal. Now what about 5d?
periodic.
Periodic. E to the power j pi t minus 1. What is the fundamental period? Sorry?
So 2.
It is omega naught is pi, so t naught is 2. E,
Yes, it's periodic.
what is the period?
Pi by
It
2.
is pi by, it is pi by 2 because cos 2t minus pi by 3. This is having a period pi, and if you take the square, it will be pi by 2, isn't it? Or you can write it in terms of cos. It is 1 plus that cos square theta is 1 that you can expand in terms of cos 2 theta and then find the period. Okay, so that is pi by 2. Now what about g part of that? 5g.
So it should be periodic.
Can you sketch that signal?
It would be just like cos 4 pi t.
Could be just
only
like
because if you're taking it even, then the right part will be the same.
okay, cos 4 pi t. So this is cos 4 pi t into ut. Sorry, multiply with ut means negative part will be 0. This is cos 4 pi t into ut. So now if you take the even part of this plus mirror image of that, isn't it? The mirror image is
Yes.
this. If you add these two and divide by 2, you'll get the same signal. That is cos 4 pi t only, isn't it?
Yes.
Cos 4 pi t is periodic with period. What is the period?
Half.
It's a periodic signal with period half. Now what about 5h?
It's not periodic.
It is not periodic. Why is it not periodic?
So because after taking a mirror image, there will be,
So
I mean, it will not have the same.
sine 4 pi t ut is this one. This one is sine 4 pi t ut. Now if you take the mirror image, it will be something like this one, right? The even part, if you calculate the even part, it will be something like this. Isn't it? Because of this, it is not periodic.